The late game blunder by the Chicago Bears was this final play. I'm going to play the full sequence, but that was the final sequence. And it was a complete mess. One timeout, you could have called it. Now, here's the big question. Who is more to blame? Matt Eberflus or Caleb Williams?
I blame Eberflus. And he took the blame. He said, I didn't do a good enough job communicating on the previous play, that he was planning to go for it on fourth down. I don't know what that means. Was he going for it or the field goal, or was he planning to go for it? He was way back there.
I think he was playing for the win.
He's going to play for the win?
If he's going for it on fourth down, that's what it means to me.
Yeah, well, they're way back there. I mean, they have no chance of getting that at really, very small percentage. Go for the tie and get the overtime. They started their final possession on the 1 yard line, which I actually give Caleb Williams quite a bit of credit in this game, and he has been playing a lot better. Even during these losses, he's thrown like 232 passes, I think, without an interception. That's the best for a rookie in NFL history. And the last 2 games, he's thrown 5 TDs. He hasn't had any interceptions, so he's been playing okay. I mean, for a rookie. I mean, he was put in a situation here where he's not had much experience. And, I think that starting on the 1 yard line, getting in position where they could have kicked the field goal, and then, letting the clock run out, that's on Eberflus to me. Eberflus said, this is the NFL. I know where it is. He says, I'm just going to put my best foot forward and keep grinding. Well, sorry, you're out of a job.
Well, I'm blaming Caleb Williams because he was in a similar situation already on that drive. And I hope I have the clip queued up. Here it is. There's 3 seconds left on the play clock, and he calls timeout. He got the call 15 seconds on the play clock. And you know what he does? He calls a timeout. And so what does he do on this one? And by the way, look at this. I highlighted. Look at Matt Eberflus. He's telling Caleb Williams, hurry it up. Let's go. Let's go. Hurry it up here. Call the damn play. And then he finally calls it, and then he throws it to Rome Odunze, which that was bad ball tracking. So if you're telling me your head coach is telling you to hurry the hell up, and you're waiting there and waiting, everybody's set, and I think what he was trying to do is read the defensive coverage. Yeah. But he took so long. He tried to survey the entire field and then come back and then snap it. You can't do that. So if Caleb Williams has the awareness when the play clock's down, getting the call, by the way, he got the call on that play. I'll play it one more time. On this one, he got the play call on the play clock was 15 seconds, and he was able to call a timeout before he gets a delay of game. On that exact same drive, I believe. So he has the awareness to do that. So you don't think he has the awareness to call a timeout if he sees the game clocks running down? I can't put that on the head coach. Yeah. And by the way, Caleb Williams said in a press conference, and this is a direct quote, I don't have a microphone to speak to the coach or anything like that. There wasn't any huge communication in that situation. You get a call with that time, you got to try to get the guys back and everybody lined up so you can run a play, which they were. I continue. We got lined up, got the play, and I made the adjustment because I saw the clock running down, knowing that if we complete a ball inbounds or anything like that, we won't have time to kick a field goal or anything like that. So I made an adjustment. I knew Rome either was going to be a one-on-one or he was going to beat the safety and be one-on-one there. I tried to give him a shot. We got the shot and missed. So he could have called timeout as well. The head coach isn't the only one to call a timeout.
No, it's true.
And they were also out of field goal range because Caleb Williams took a sack.
My point, Nate, is that Caleb Williams is a rookie.
And
the coach has to watch out for him a little bit.
He's the best prospect since Mahomes.
The head coach is the leader of the team. He's the one that makes the final decisions on these things. He could have called a timeout. That happens.
Did Eberflus call a timeout here?
No, but it happens all the time.
I know, but did Eberflus call a timeout here? Caleb Williams did. Look at the left side of your screen.
Okay, well.
2 seconds, he calls timeout. So, no, yes, the head coach could call timeout.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs...
It happens all the time. The head coach calls timeout a lot in some of these games when he sees the clock running down. I've seen it many times where the head coach comes in and calls a timeout.
So
that's what Eberflus should have done there. He should have looked at the clock and said, hey, you know what? It's 6 seconds. I'm calling the timeout.
He trusted his quarterback. Because Caleb Williams started to call a play directly after he got sacked.
That was a mistake.
But is that on Eberflus to trust your rookie quarterback?
I think given the situation, they could have tied the game with a field goal.
Correct.
that they should have put it in the field goal kicker's hands.
But they were out of field goal range because Caleb Williams took that sack. They were about 3-4 yards off.
They still should have tried to kick it when the clock got down to 6 seconds.
Well, at that point, you should have called timeout.
He should have either called a timeout or thrown the ball into the ground to stop the clock.
That also would have been a perfectly fine idea. Instead of calling a play, spike the ball. You had 30 seconds.
It would have been 4th down at that point.
Right, it would have been 4th down. You wouldn't have an opportunity to gain more yardage, which is kind of crazy because of that Commanders game and the Packers game. You didn't care that the other team was gaining yardage before the Hail Mary, and then you didn't bother gaining yardage for your own kicker.
That's why Eberflus said
and this time you wanted to do that. Your quarterback decided to do something weird.
He's asleep at the switch, and when the game's at the most important situations, he makes mistakes. You saw he's 5-19 in 1-score games. The guy is not a head coach. He's gone. They should have been gone at the end of last year.
And I think everybody was expecting him to be fired, and when he wasn't, and then he signed Shane Waldron, was like, this is maybe not the best move, and that turned out to be the case. But for me, I mean, what am I supposed to? Oh yeah, no, I can't blame Caleb Williams for anything because he's a rookie. Is that how you want me to approach this? Be like, well, he's a rookie. I got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
No, not anything. But
his comp is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, well, that's the
if that's the standard you're setting, that he's supposed to be Mahomes 2.0.
Well, that's the comp. That's the comp that the media's put on him.
And
not my comp I put analysts. On him. He's a rookie.
Okay, so who'd you compare him to? Himself?
Yeah, I mean, I to compare him to anybody until he has a year or two under his belt. Then you can start comparing him to somebody. I don't think it's fair to compare him to anybody right now. I wouldn't compare a rookie to anyone.
That's fair. And even when we did quarterback rankings way back when, you said rookies are, we're abstaining rookies. They can't be part of this list.
They had them ranked. They had some of the rookies ranked up in like the top 20.
Every rookie was above Bryce Young and Daniel Jones.
Before they even played a game. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't think that's appropriate.
Well, it's projecting, I think. That's what they were thinking. Because
how do they project based on what? The guy hadn't even taken a snap in the NFL.
Based on what you saw in college. That's what they're projecting.
Well, college is very different. I don't think that's appropriate.
That's a fair point. But in this game, I mean, yes, you could say Eberflus could have called a timeout.
He could have, yeah, and he should have.
Also, Caleb Williams could have called a timeout.
He could have done it, but he didn't. And that's where the head coach should step in and say, hey, wait a minute, guys. We're taking a timeout. We'll try the field goal from this distance and see if we make it to tie the game. If we don't, game over.
I think this is a fitting, with the way the season's panned out, this was a fitting end to
Eberflus,
Matt Eberflus and also to the Bears' playoff chance. Now, technically, they're not eliminated, but with the Packers playing as well as they are, with the Vikings playing as well as they are, and the Lions, obviously. I'm actually very concerned about the Lions' play. They let the Bears right back into this game.
Yeah.
So maybe the Lions take a little bit of a step back. Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching this clip of the Harvey Hour. If you want to watch the full show, you can by clicking the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to take the show with you on the go, it is available wherever you get your podcast. We go live here on YouTube every single Tuesday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload a video and whenever we go live.